This week on Canada in the Rough, we're in Ontario after giant bruins. Northeastern Ontario is home to some of the most popular vacation destinations in the country. Their small-town charm, matched with picturesque waterways and never-ending bush, makes this the perfect spot for any outdoor enthusiast. And this week, host Keith Beasley and co-owner of Advanced Taxidermy, Shawn Galea, are headed to the Temagami area to hunt big black bears with their archery gear. Along with great fishing, Northeastern Ontario holds some of the best hunting found in any province, especially when it comes to black bears. These very overpopulated bears have actually become a nuisance in many Northeastern Ontario towns, and hunting not only helps control the bear numbers, but hunters are able to harvest some of the best table fare for their families. Join us this week as we hunt in Northeastern Ontario for some giant black bears.
Well folks, it's late August, the nights are finally cool, and that means one thing, it's hunting season again here in Canada. So we're come to Northern Ontario, just outside of Temagami and Martin River at Olive the Lake, and come to chase these big boreal forest bruins. These black bears are very plentiful around here and grow to massive sizes as they get old because there's not a lot of people around to hunt them. So it's a great place to come. We're going to be joined by great friend Shawn Galea of Advanced Taxidermy. These are some old stomping grounds of his that he's had a lot of success at over the years. So we're going to pull out the bow, get settled in the cottage, get dialed in, and then get hunting. Hopefully got some great bear footage to show you by the end of the week.
Olive Lake is located about 4.5 hours north of Toronto. We offer about 5 cottages here at Olive Lake. We have a range from 2-bedroom to 3-bedroom, nestled on a private lake located in the heart of Martin River. In 2006, when we bought the place, it was a rundown bear hunting camp. I had a vision when I came in here to bring relaxation and comfort back to the whole cottage experience. We do both housekeeping and all-American packages. My wife will cook you a meal that you will never forget. All of our cottages are fully equipped. We have Tempur-Pedic mattresses, both king and singles for the hunters or the families that want to come in and relax. We're trying to focus in more on families, get-togethers, along with fishing, hunting, bird packages, bear packages, moose packages. We have a variety of different activities here. It really is an adventurous paradise.
All right, buddy, I'm all set.
Awesome.
Thanks for having us up here. This has been your stomping grounds for bear hunting for a lot of years, and you've got quite a track record up here. You shot some giants, and again this year, you shot another unbelievable big bear.
Yeah, I think it's my biggest to date. I was pretty happy.
Man, what's the key up here? I mean, I know it's remote, but is that the key?
I think so. I think that's a big part of it. And we have a huge bear population out here.
Since the loss of the spring hunt in the 90s, I guess not a lot of hunting, right?
Yeah, there are so many bears. It's not uncommon to see 6 or 7 bears on a bait in one evening, and you know that just wasn't like that at one time.
Well, what's so unique for archery hunting? You've done something. You've actually built a crib that these barrels are sitting in to keep them so the bears can't move them around, which gives you really good, clean, ethical shots, which I really like. Have you found that been very helpful for you?
Yeah, it forces them to come in from the same areas. It actually wears a trail a lot easier. You can see where they're coming from, and they come in exactly broadside every time.
Well, I'm ready. I'm gonna sneak in here. I'll see you at dark, and hopefully we got some of the luck you had the other night.
All right, man, good luck.
Thanks, buddy.
Ontario is renowned for their great population of black bears, and Keith and Shawn were actually hunting in these exact same parts this time last year. The bears were hitting the baits hard, and they had some great close encounters while hunting. Unfortunately, the hunt was cut short, but we had to come back after seeing how many great-looking bears were in the area. Baiting bears does take a lot of work, but it's a great technique for hunting bears, especially in northern Ontario, where you have hundreds of thousands of acres of uninterrupted thick bush. Baiting in conjunction with using your game cameras also gives you the ability to better manage your bears by knowing which bears you should be harvesting from your specific area.
Fine, Martin.
He just went down right there. It doesn't matter how many times you hunt big black bears. I'm absolutely rattled right now. My nerves are shook. That big, heavy boar came in from 12 o'clock straight away, sniffing, nose up. The wind's been swirling all night up this back pond behind us. He got behind the trees. I was able to drop back and made a perfect shot on him. You gotta come to Ontario, folks. This place has giant bears. Wow. Look at that arrow, lit right up. Look at that. That's why those lighted knocks are so fantastic. Fantastic blood on that arrow. I know he went down, but big clumps and good blood on there. There he is. There he is right there. Right down in that little gully. Oh, wow. Folks, I don't know if you can tell, the rolls and the girth on this guy. He's got rolls coming down his neck and into his front shoulders. And look at the head on this black bear. Look at that head. He is just a tank. This guy is absolute beautiful big black bear with that fall coat on. You know what? Coming to Northeast region here in Ontario, this is what it's full of. Beautiful, amazing, big game animals. And to archery hunt up close and personal with a world-class black bear like this, folks, this is what Canada Rough's all about. To be here at all of the lake, to be here with Shawn Galea and his old stomping grounds where he's taken all these amazing bears over the years is such a treat for me. And to be part of this Canada Rough crew, to travel this great country and bring these amazing scenes and footage to you around the world is such a blessing for me. And you know what? Most importantly, this feeds my family. And this is what my kids and my wife and I eat through the winter. So this is important to me, to take our own meat, eat this beautiful organic wildlife that we've been blessed to have in this country, and enjoy the greatness of Canada. What a hunt.
Taxidermy is something most hunters are very interested in to help preserve the memory of a special hunt. But many don't know the proper do's and don'ts when it comes to preparing their harvested game for future taxidermy work. If there's anyone that knows exactly what you should and shouldn't be doing in the field, it's Canada's very own Advanced Taxidermy. Established in 1986, Advanced Taxidermy has over 27 years in this very competitive business and are known worldwide to be among the best at what they do. So we wanted to talk with one of the owners of Advanced Taxidermy and our host on this week's hunt, Shawn Galea, about what we should be doing in the field to help prepare our harvested game for future taxidermy work.
All right, Shawn, we just pulled this big guy out of the cooler and getting him ready for preparation. Number one for meat consumption, but number two, he's an amazing animal for me, and I can't wait to get him into the shop. And one of the things I've always loved about Advance and you and your crew is you guys aren't just amazing taxidermists and artists of wildlife, but you're hunters and fishermen yourself, so you know the feeling and the emotion behind it.
Well, that's where the passion started. Out in the bush, hunting for these animals, you know, harvesting an animal to this magnitude and this size, it really gives you a good grasp and an understanding of what that hunter felt when he harvested it. And I think it goes right through the whole beginning process, right to the very end. When we're building and completing a piece like this for a guy, we're carrying that emotion right through the whole display.
Well, and as a consumer, you dream of walking into the taxidermy shop with an animal, because that's the moment you live for, to pass it off to you guys, to save the memory forever, right? So that's why I'm excited about this. Now, we're getting him ready for preparation. Number one, like I said, for meat, he's out of the cooler, and this is a great table fare bear. I know you love it as much as I do. But getting this hide ready, what do you advise to hunters when they get a trophy animal, whether it be any species, but particularly bear? What do they do to make sure they don't wreck this?
Well, first and foremost, get into a cool place. You know, if you're in the middle of a forest, obviously that's the best spot to go ahead and gut the animal. Get any moisture, blood, or anything like that that's excreting from the animal dry. Borax or salt sometimes really good to rub around the wound area to dry it up and to neutralize any of the bacteria that might be setting in. And what's really important is that your incisions are straight. incisions are straight. So when you're making the belly incision, it's very straight, going straight up the belly. Don't veer off to one side, because what ends up happening is when you lay the skin out, you'll have more skin on one side.
Right, you're lopsided.
Exactly,
Yep.
and then you'll have to trim that skin off, and then the animal ends up looking a lot skinnier. And it's the exact same thing with the legs. When you're making your incision up the legs, you go straight up, right up to the pad. Don't veer off, because you'll end up with too much skin on the other side.
Right, so straight lines make kind of a T to the arms rather than guys making forks and Ys and trying to really get crazy in there, because you're going to end up having to cut that off anyway if they mess up.
Exactly.
See, the nice part I love about this is you can make those incisions as part of the regular processing for meat, because none of this affects the consumption of the meat. You can make an amazing, because what can happen with that, if they do those incisions right in this beautiful cape, what can they get done at the shop with those options?
Yeah, it leaves you open to everything. You can get a rug done, life size done, a shoulder mount done, pretty much anything that you're looking for.
That's fantastic. And a bear like this, the hide, the key is to get it cool and get it to you guys, keep it cool, keep it frozen, get it to you guys right away.
As soon as possible, yeah, absolutely.
Well, we're gonna get this guy ready for your shop and ready for the butcher.
Sounds good.
And we're gonna have some great meat and a great rug to show for it later.
Beautiful.
Thanks, Shawn. You know, this show's always been about the journey and the adventure. And our trip this week to northeastern Ontario in this Temagami region with Olive the Lake has been all about that. Great fishing, great black bear hunting with our friend Shawn Galea of Advanced Taxidermy. That's what this journey's about, is getting outside, enjoying yourself, seeing the beautiful parts of this great nation, and coming home with memories that'll last a lifetime. We got some incredible bears. We had some great up-close encounters with the bow this week, and can't be happier with our trip here. If you ever get the chance to come hunt Ontario black bears or come fishing while you're at it, you gotta do it. I'm your host, Keith Beasley for Canada on the Rough. Remember to enjoy the greatness of Canada and be proud of your hunting heritage.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to this channel.
And follow us on Facebook and Instagram for daily original content from our adventures across Canada.